Where oh where have we been? Well, fear not, the dreaded combination of Tom's exams and my total laziness have come to an end to give you episode 12 of the Battlefield 3 top 10 plays, and we'll kick it off as always at number 10, where Switchfoot is going to be showing us his launcher of fortune, the kind of shit that you just can't plan, and that's why I love it, because it was never in the script. He's defending St. Crossing, he has a javelin, trying to lock onto the enemy LAV, the LAV knows it's in danger, gets the warning signs, backs off to safety behind the apartments and sends the guided javelin head first into all the apartments, and it nails large clusters of enemies all grouped up trying to approach the bridge. And where the first jav got 2, the second jav got 4, albeit accidentally. I'm sure Switchfoot ain't gonna complain about that. His third shot disabled the LAV, and now time for the finishing blows. He sends the 4th javelin to knock out the LAV for good and get a double kill. That's what I like in the top place, some of the stuff that you might even consider lucky that you just didn't expect to happen. Number 9, Omnifinal is also defending St. Crossing. This time he's defending from the first base, and he's doing it with C4 explosives. Drops C4 from the top floor of the apartments to kill 4 guys outside and injure a 5th guy severely, enough to warrant him a 58 kill assist. And he thinks, you know what, they're probably going to be grouping up there again. Let's have another go. Detonates again for a multi-kill. This time he gets the full hand of 5 guys with 1 C4 pack. Truly dealing out some mean hands here, and he goes for one last special delivery to clean up and finishes it off with a double kill. C4s can be like spare grenades, but sometimes they're just better. Number 8, I'm not even going to attempt to try and pronounce your name correctly, so our man with the M40A5 here is tearing up the Metro Base 3, and he's clearing them out one by one. Hip fire! Down you go, and double headshot from the hip to clear out the death corridor, turns the corner, there's one more, cleans him up to round off a quick, precise piece of rifle work on Rush. Number 7 speaks for itself. Been a while since we had one of them clusterfuck stairs sprays. I can tell you he had 14 altogether with his M249 saw. Number 6, CVK 1907 is tearing shit up on Carg Island with the T90 tank, and he's taking out the infantry around D, and this is one of my favourite places to operate the tank when I'm playing some Carg Island Conquest. This map's really cool, and while it seems very air suitable, I'm definitely not the most trusty pilot, so I'd operate a lot better on the ground. Give me a tank and I'm happy, and I imagine CVK would be equally satisfied if you were to give him a Panzer. Then he takes a bombing run from an enemy jet. CVK does not approve. Boom! Down you go. That is the ultimate kind of revenge. Oh, you want to take my tank? That's fine. It's going to cost you your jet. And you probably thought I liked that one a little bit too much. Well, I did. So you can imagine how I felt when I saw number 5. Oh, come on. Parachuting from the top of the antenna on Caspian border to take down an attack helicopter with him. And for number 4, Noob Finisher flings a shell at an enemy helicopter and takes out 5. What is with all this anti-air? It's beautiful. Like, shit, man. Okay, look, there's an enemy jet coming, and this is too good to be true. There's absolutely no way in hell he's going to hit this jet. There are simply no words that could quite describe how I'm feeling after seeing that. Oh man, I need to come back down to earth after all that. Back on the ground, back on the feet, shooting foot soldiers with small firearms. We're on No Shah Canal's team deathmatch with your worst enemy, kicking ass with the M16A3 and 44 Magnum, doing work in the deathmatch. Fulfilling his role as the assault killer, with 4 so far, now fulfilling his role as the medic, getting his 2 teammates there, back on their feet, to fight another day, or perhaps another 5 seconds. Who knows how the fight's been going for them so far. We can see it's been going pretty well so far for our man with the M16 here, who's been playing very aggressively, taking the corners at high speeds in this TDM, and has really dictated the pace. The enemies just weren't ready for him, as he sprays another from the hip here, turns, gets a few stray shots, but finishes him off with a front slash with the knife. And he may have been a little too quick for himself there, as he breaks away to recover, reload, and get topped up on his health again. And to end his spree with a total of 11 kills and 2 revives, he's certainly the kind of player you'd want on your side in a deathmatch. Number 2, Crazy Bad CWP is making use of the attacker's venom. Despite him being on defense, I'm judging by the ticket count and the situation, he hung around at the edge of the peak to snatch the venom and use it against the attackers in an attempt to defend base 3, which I can tell from experience is definitely not the most pleasant thing to happen to you when you're attacking, but it happens to everybody. And I guess these guys are going to get used to it and take him the fuck down. That's exactly what they're trying to do. The attackers are throwing a lot of stingers at this venom. Luckily, in the back seat, there's at least one, perhaps two engineers who are damn well committed to repairing this thing and keeping it in the sky to try and defend base 3. And Crazy Bears is putting in a solid shift on the guns, keeping his eye on that little bird that spawns for the Americans, making sure that it doesn't get up too high, because if it does, that's going to be the end of the venom. And sure enough, the little bird goes down for the second time, but more and more stingers are coming in at this chopper, too many for one set of flares to handle, so the pilot backs away for some repair time and hopefully to deter the stinger's reach. Unfortunately for Baz, there's still far too many coming in, and he is well exposed on his side to the explosives, so he goes down, but takes 12 with him, by my counts. Number 1, I don't know which of you picked the plays this week. I don't know whether it was you, Tom, or whether it was you, Ben, but whoever picked them, you certainly satisfied my love for shooting shit out the sky, as explicitly on canister shells a jet pilot in the head, taking him out, and I suppose that jet ain't exactly going to have a pleasant landing after that. And another jet comes by, and he smacks that one down with the main cannon, and that one crashes headfirst into the ground on his left. So that's 2 jets down, and on comes a tank onto his left. He starts putting some main cannon rounds into that, trying to hit it where it hurts a little more in the sides, although he is at kind of a nasty angle for that. Jeep goes by, doesn't let that one fly past, as he instinctively switches to the canister shell specifically for the Jeep to wipe it out, save a cannon round for the tank, puts more cannon shots into the tank, destroys it, and the driver is cowering behind the rock, and don't even peek your head out when there's a canister shell looking at you from the other side of it, because that's going to be the end of your head. This chopper is putting some rounds into the tank, and you will regret ever picking on the tank. Is there a jet coming to my left? Yes, there is. Bet you wish you hadn't done that now, don't you? Do not mess with an M1 Abrams when the driver don't like being picked on. And that helicopter didn't do anything, but he's going down anyway. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm kind of utterly lost for words. I think we found my favourite episode of the top 10 plays purely because of the amount of helicopters and jets that got smacked out of the sky, because they are pesky and it feels good to shoot them down. So, I hope you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.